So you have gotten advice from this lady week after week here on Morning Barbados, Crystal Howell, our internal auditor. She's our internal auditor, helping us to manage those pennies week after week after week. This is the best time to do it because after I don't see how the business community can say that there wasn't good traffic or good spending this Christmas. Uh, but I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure that that's what we will hear. Crystal, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I am really
Morning.
well. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I can still see the decorations in the background.
Yeah,
They're staying
Cassandra
for
has
a
our
bit
tree,
till
and there
July.
was a light show this morning.
Till
Yeah,
July?
Till July. Maybe not July,
she
but it's not coming down before January 6th. It's not going to be down on that day or anything. It's just how it goes. I'll try to
as
take it
Bamba
down
says,
earlier than July.
let the Christmas
Let
feeling
the
go on.
Christmas
Eh?
feeling go on.
And I
Yep,
love that song. You know how I feel about that.
yep, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about that. But don't let the Christmas spending go on. You got to control that.
Mm.
You got.
Yes,
Should have
you got to
controlled
make
it
sure that
even for Christmas.
you can spread it throughout the year. That is what we want to spread throughout the year. Your ability to be able to
Yeah.
spend and be able to manage your expenses, not for one month or day in the year, but throughout the year, which is the idea. Because we're not budgeting and building our businesses just so that we can have one good time in the year. We want to be able to have that Christmas feeling and that ability to spend all year round. So we're going to be wrapping up, hopefully very soon, our series on helping entrepreneurs. And I am hoping that all of these tips have helped persons to be able to get some ideas on how to get their businesses up and in order. And we look forward to what we'll be doing in the new year to help both individuals and businesses. But moving on, and I know that these ratios have been really, hopefully, very helpful to get persons to not just have numbers, but to understand the numbers that their businesses are telling them so that they can be able to make those great decisions and move forward with their businesses with the information they need to thrive, not just survive. Because 2020 was about survival, 2021 is going to be about thriving. And I'm hoping that we're getting people into the mindset. We are no longer just surviving, we are looking for opportunities to thrive. That is the theme I'm
Yeah.
hoping to put for 2021. We're turning those pennies into dollars and those dollars into $100 bills. So I am hoping that energy goes out there to everyone.
Receiving
So
it.
one,
Yeah.
please receive it. We have, if you're not in that mindset, if you're constantly in a mindset where you think you're going to fail, you are going to fail. The mindset of positivity does not guarantee success, but I do find the mindset of negativity seems to guarantee failure. So we're going to make sure we're going with that positive mindset and get those businesses rolling, get those finances flowing. So one of the things that's going to help us be able to understand if our finances are really flowing would be a ratio called the accounts receivable turnover. And again, I want to emphasize you do not have to memorize these ratios. You can look them up in terms of how to calculate them. What we want to understand is what they mean. So if you're looking at the screen, you're going to be able to see that it is basically your net credit sales divided by the average accounts receivable. And the reason you want to emphasize the credit sales, you have cash sales, which is some person who just walks in and gives you the money immediately. And then you have credit sales where the person says, I'm going to pay you back tomorrow, no Bajan's version of tomorrow, or in 30 days if you have a nice formal agreement or contract, or over the next 90 days. Those are the sales that you want to be able to include in this calculation. And then you're going to take those sales and divide them by the average accounts receivable. And the average would mean all the accounts receivable you would have had for last year and this year divided by two. And that's going to give you your average accounts receivable. And you're going to get that number And that is going to tell you how long it usually takes for the persons who owe you money to be able to pay you back. And you can immediately see
Right.
how useful this number may be, because if you owe persons and they're expecting you to pay in 30 days, and you can see from this number, it takes about 36.5 days for persons who owe you to give you back money. It means it may be a little bit uncomfortable for you to be able to get all of your own debts that are due in less than this time paid. So you're going to have to see if you can push some more cash sales or put measures in place to help persons to be able to pay you a little bit faster so that you can get that cash flow going. And you're also going to be able to use this number. As I said, you rarely use them in isolation, but you want to see if this is a number that has been improving or getting worse. So maybe last month, when you were looking at your accounts receivable turnover, people were taking 28 days. And this is why you were able to comfortably pay your short term debts. And now you're looking at this month and you're like, wow, people are taking 36.5 days to be able to pay me. So what's happening? Why is it taking so long? Especially, it depends on the time of year. Like, for instance, if this was January comparing to December, in December, persons may have been paid early, so that may have been why persons came in and gave you some money.
Right.
And then, with January, we're probably expecting this ratio to get a little bit higher because pockets are a little bit slimmer, persons would have overspent in December. So you may be able to understand based on the time of the year why these things are happening, and you may not have to make a significant adjustment. But if you see it going on and prolonging and getting worse, then you may have to take some action, because the whole idea behind these ratios is to help to guide you. What do I do when I see these numbers behaving a certain way? How do I operate? How do I adjust? What do I do in my business so that I can make sure I don't run into trouble?
Okay, Crystal, you probably didn't hear us at the top, at the opening of the show, but this is our final week on Morning Barbados. It's going to be on hiatus for some time. Our new show, new Morning Barbados edition of Morning Barbados comes your way from February. But you are one of those people that we certainly appreciate the contribution that you have made. And so I want you to tell persons where they can continue to check you out on social media before we head into our news.
No problem. All of my videos from the Morning Barbados segment are on my YouTube channel, which is Crystal's Corner. So if you've missed anything, if waking up at this time is a little difficult, you can catch them all there. I am on LinkedIn, I am on Facebook, I am on Instagram as Crystal_Clear246. Crystals, I have my artist corner, which is Crystal's Creations, and my regular Instagram, which is Crystal Pixie. And everybody hopefully by now knows how funny my name is spelled. But you can go on there and you can find all the information daily. You can find tips, you can find all sorts of information about what else I have going on so that you can join in, especially with any collaborations I'm doing with ICAB or Integrity Group Barbados.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you,
And you
Crystal.
take care. I guess we'll see you around, but thank you for your contributions.
And thank you to the Morning Barbados family, both in the studio on Facebook and watching us live on CBC TV8. Thank you for spending so much time for me and for greeting me in public so warmly.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Crystal. All right. Have a beautiful Monday.